Our first stop is Old Town Lansing at the newly restored conference station. We'll find out what historic preservation is and some examples around the state that you may recognize.
Old Town's awesome. People really appreciate the historic nature of the neighborhood. I mean, you don't see the same type of activity going on in the strip mall. If you walk around here on Saturday, it truly is a neighborhood. People stop and they greet each other and they know each other. Historic preservation is generally about saving and protecting historic resources. People think it's just about buildings, but it could be bridges or statues or gates or fences. And it's about saving neighborhoods and protecting neighborhoods that are comprised of historic properties. Probably the first building most school children even recognize is the state capitol. I don't know if you're aware of it, but they actually wanted to tear the capitol down and build a new one. I think about 15 years ago. There are many historic buildings on Belle Island, Detroit. There's the Conservancy, there's the aquarium, which has recently reopened. The Christman Building, beautifully historic. They've maintained and kept the inner circular staircase, which is glorious, and the tile work is beautiful. But if you go into the offices, they are very modern, very usable, state of the art, triple platinum LEED certified, the first in the world. Yeah, so if anyone says you can't, use a historic building to bring it up to current day infrastructure, no, they're wrong. Michigan Historic Preservation Network is 33 years old, and we educate and we advocate for historic preservation all over the state. We do workshops, we do job training. We don't often stand in front of bulldozers, but we've done that once. This is probably my favorite building in Lansing. It's the network's very first acquisition and the first rehab that we've done. And the building was originally a comfort station along the train line. It was built in 1913 for under $30,000 in 3 months in the winter. Can you imagine now building anything in the winter in 3 months, much less for that amount of money? And it's stood here for 100 years. 400 years really with not much change or maintenance. People seem to think that it's about our past and our history. Well, that's only a small part of it. It's truly about our future. It's a whole lot less expensive to rehab a building, particularly with the available incentives, than it is to build new. And of course, they last a whole lot longer. It's about jobs. When you rehab a building, you normally use local labor instead of labor from out of the area. You reuse and use local materials. It's about people. It's not just about the buildings.